But men, hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. We have tools and weapons. And in the good old days, if the bear was attacking the cabin, you could take care of the bear or the wolves or whatever critters out there. We could actually use things to protect the family. The new danger to families is emotions that can't be tamed or released. And us as men, these things don't work for this emotional creature, this dragon that's out there. It doesn't work. And so us as men, we love our grunt, we love our noise, we love our tools. We love our tools and our weapons and things. But this emotion thing that gets into women and gets into us, this doesn't work. And we feel helpless. So men, I empower you with this technique that is literally the sword on paper. It's the sword on paper. And if anytime your beautiful bride, your queen, comes to you and goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so afraid," then the two of you go, "Okay, which emotion should we work on? Which one is it? Which one is it?" Now, it doesn't mean that I make Kim not talk to me. We still talk.
Oh, we still have conversations, but we make sure that those moments and times are safe. Like if Kirk needs to talk, he's like, "Okay, Kim, are you in a place where I can have a conversation with you?" And then if I need to talk, I ask him first also. We get permission. And if I say, "Kirk, I'm not in a place where I can do that," he respects that. He respects my space. He respects my mind and my heart.
I want to take care of her so that she doesn't have extra dragons that come and get inside of her. Because when we first got married, I brought to the marriage a whole set of dragon eggs. I mean, I had some pretty rough things going on inside of me. And for example, one of the emotions you could say that was inside of me was crunchy. I was very crunchy. I mean, just And I had inside of me anger. You better start your list, or I'm gonna.
I was overwhelmed.
Grumpy. I was grumpy, angry, crunchy, sad, big time sad going on. And I
felt
even had
alone sometimes.
Another one I brought was a lot of depressed, really, really down on myself.
Sometimes I actually got to a point where after I had kids, I didn't like my body. I hated myself.
You got two more.
I forgot what I wrote down.
I could help you.
Oh.
No, I could help her with what the emotions used to be.
Angry.
And one more. I would put frustrated on there.
Yeah.
That's a big one that you had. Big one. Okay, so then we got these emotions here, and it just seems like it's still socially accepted that, for us to have these emotions, and these emotions, we sometimes wear them around like they're part of us, like they're clothing.
They're a badge of honor.
Yeah, like, "Oh, I'm grumpy. My kids know me as grumpy." And a lot of this I picked up and had happen to me when I was a kid. And then we got married, and I brought it to the marriage. Little did I know that all these emotions literally were going to cost me. Financial problems, emotional problems, mental problems, relationship problems. You look great. Oh, guess what? I'm having a bad day, and there's some crunchy. You can just have that. Oh, see, I feel better.
I am so overwhelmed with everything that's going on.
We had a conversation, and I unloaded.
Today was really hard. I'm overwhelmed. Now you are.
Okay.
And I'm not crunchy. You are crunchy. You're crunchy. You're the one that's crunchy.
A little bit of grumpy in your shoulder, don't you?
Excuse me.
You got a football thing going on there. And look what
You know what?
happens.
I hate myself. And because I hate myself, I actually don't like you either. I hate you too. I hate you too.
If we took every single person in this room and had you write down the 5 emotions that you keep carrying with you, and you keep passing back and forth with your spouse, and we had to go to the store like this. Okay, so let's say everybody shows up to church on Sunday. Everybody's got to show up to church. Careful there. Everybody's got to show up to church on Sunday wearing their emotions on their sleeve. I think people would actually do something about it. They really would. You would do something about it if your emotions were sitting on the outside so everybody could read them. Oh, but no, there's some kind of social agreement that says, no one will know the emotions I have because it's underneath my skin. It doesn't take long before I can find out she's grumpy. I can walk into a room and feel grumpy and go, oh, she's grumpy. She can walk into my office and know when I'm upset or angry. We cannot hide our emotions. But yet we all have a social agreement in the world that,
Just cover it up.
just cover them up.
Just wear some clothes.
Yep, cover them up, and it's okay. Yeah, so I brought this with me, you brought those with you, then we have a child. We need a child. Insert Cameron Duncan into the equation. This is our boy. This is our first boy right here. Okay, so when he used to be little. He used to be little. And he's our first child, so he got the most damage. And I'm serious about that. I used him as my emotional release technique. This poor kid, he tried really hard when he was little. But me as a dad, I didn't know any different. And when he would do something and break something of mine again, or lose a tool, or I'd run over a tool in the grass with my lawnmower, it'd be, Cameron Duncan. And I would yell at him.
And I was just so frustrated. And I was trying so hard to be a good mom. It was so hard. And then, Cameron just did stuff and it just bugged me. It's like, Cameron, you frustrate me.
And
You frustrate me.
Cameron I swear, I'm glad you're still okay. You okay? Because when he was little, I unloaded a ton of my emotion on him. I look back at those years, and I keep telling him, I'll mentor him for the rest of his life to fix what I've done to him. Because he got some really bad energy from me growing up. I was overweight. I was financially messed up really bad. Everything I did didn't work. And I didn't take it out on Kim. I was very quiet, but man, I took it out on Cameron so bad. Just talking mean or, making him seem like he was the problem. And here's my boy. He's got my junk. It's not just, he grew up in the environment that Kim and I were struggling in, and then he grows up with this stuff. He struggled in school with his grades, and I knew I was part of the problem because I really questioned him a lot and really doubted him a lot. And I know his self-esteem got hit hard, his confidence got hit hard. So here's our boy. Then Cameron gets married. So we send Cameron out into the world to get married, and I know he's got this stuff. And then he meets his beautiful bride, and they recently have just gotten married. Been married for how long?
January.
Since January. And insert Katie. Katie comes into the family. She was raised by parents, not by wolves. She was raised by parents who, her parents had their stuff. And now this new couple gets to start a new life together. If this is what they would have to start out with, if they did not know a technique of how to clean up what they were given. Now, Kim and I, we didn't have this technique when we first got married. And I wish I would have. I really do. But because I didn't, and then we found 12 years ago a piece of paper and a pen, and the sentence of, I feel frustrated because, and I started doing this, we started changing our family. We taught Cameron how to do this. Monday nights is a great night to get the pad of paper out and to write down how you feel. Cameron knows about this technique. Katie knows about this technique. Kim knows about this technique. Kirk knows about this technique. And we start using this technique, and these emotions come up and out and away. Up and out and away. They come up and out and away. And so my hope is that if I can't get Cameron fixed, maybe this is God's way, but maybe we got a chance for the grandkids? That all four of us doing this work and writing out our emotions, we can do something about this. And we literally, this family right here, squished in here, this family right here, us four right here, we can create this dragon-free zone that, yep, I messed my boy up when he was little, but I'm not done yet cleaning up. I'm not done cleaning up my life. I'm teaching him, teaching her, teaching my other kids, teaching anybody I can get a hold of to go, please stop the infestation of dragon eggs into the little people. And starting today. When?
Today.
When?
Today.
Starting today. We as individuals in this room, oh, thank you. I was feeling that one. Am I finally dragon free? Check me out. Am I good? Okay, yeah, we kick that one off the stage. Get that one off the stage. Us as a family, we know this technique now. And I forgive myself for my past. I still have feelings about it, but every time feelings come up, it's like, well, I can write that out and now have another letter of, I'm sorry, Cameron. I'm sorry, Cody. I'm sorry, Caden. But as a parent, I can start today being responsible. I can be responsible to go, no more from this point on am I going to irresponsibly send emotions on them. I could do this writing each day so I can get back into management of my energy or my emotions. And I love that they know how to do this. Oh, I love that they know how to do this because it's being passed on now in the generations. And we got this new thing starting with the Duncan generation here and Katie's family and everyone she's teaching. Like, we are spreading it to make sure that we have a dragon-free home. They have a dragon-free home. You have a dragon-free home. This is what we hope to share with you at Royalty and Romance, is we know what's happening in your family. Unnecessary illnesses, unnecessary sicknesses, unnecessary hurts, unnecessary things are happening because of stored emotion. And starting today, everyone in this room knows how to take a piece of paper, write it down, tear it up, and throw it away. Everyone knows how to do this. Now the real question steps into play of, will you do it again tomorrow? Will you do it again on Sunday? Just a little paragraph, just to start pulling the paper out and ripping this stuff out of you, getting it out. This is real, what's going on to people today. It is real. And we highly suggest that you become a couple, a husband and wife that really knows how to move emotion up and out and away. What are the 3 directions? Up, out, and away. And it can be any emotions, not just those 5. Anything that's going on with you, any feeling, anything that's bugging you that you can tell is starting to get at you and tear you apart, you put that on a piece of paper, you can type it, you can handwrite it, you can use any of those, computer, you can use paper, you can use a 2x4, you can use a scrap piece of paper. I've written it in the dirt before, I've written it on napkins before and tore it up and threw the stuff away so I could just get it out of me.
You can shred it, you can burn it.
You can shred it, you can burn it, but don't burn it in the toilet. It's weird, okay? Don't do that kind of stuff.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. We tried that. So use the barbecuer. Always be safe with matches. Always be safe with matches. Don't let little kids play with matches without you watching with a fire extinguisher. Right?
Yeah.
The thing that happened with Cameron, he'd go out there to burn his paper, and then whatever else could burn, he would burn that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we show you this. Do you get it? Tell me you got it. Tell us you got it. Tell us that there's 800 people in this room who got it. Now tell me, we'll use it. Twice as loud. We'll use it. Okay, we just had an 800-person, 400 family change just happen in this room. You guys, it is, and it seems like, if you just do one paper and tear it up, it seems like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's huge. Our 12-year experience has taught us so many things about the power of what this does. Stay with it. And just so you know our little schedule, we write on the odd days of the month. On the odd days of the month, write your story, tear it up, throw it away, and we collectively will all do it at the same time. Odd days of the month, it comes up and out and away. The even days of the month are healing days. Even days are healing days from the dragon slaying the day before. If you need an emergency dragon slaying on an even day, you can still do that. But a pattern is the odd day of the month. So when you see your calendar and you see it's an odd day of the month, go, oh, we got dragon slayers in the world all working together. Let's clear dragons out on the odd days of the month throughout the whole entire month, throughout the whole entire year. Do we have any dragon slayers in the room? Yeah. Do we have any dragon slayers in the room? Yeah.